It was moving.
Oh, it's all right.
Y'all live on Facebook. Say what's up real quick, man.
What's going on? What's going on, Dante Nation fans? Bout.
Bo Mac, Terrence Crawford trainer right here.
Watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Y'all see it. Y'all hear it. Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? You know, this is a pretty interesting development to me. It was just recently reported that Roman Gonzalez has actually turned down a unification bout against the undefeated monster. They call him the monster, Inoue, who's 11-0 with 9 knockouts. Matter of fact, we know that Inoue wants to fight because he was there ringside watching the Gonzalez versus Cudras fight. So now Roman Gonzalez is basically saying, and this is after Max Kellerman, he interviewed him after the Cudras fight, and he said, Inoue is sitting ringside and he wants you next for a unification bout. What do you think about that fight? And of course, on mic, with the cameras in front of him, Roman Gonzalez, he said, oh yeah, sure, I would love that fight, right? But now when the microphones and the cameras are gone, now Roman Gonzalez is saying it's not enough money on the table to fight Inoue. He said he would rather fight Cudras in a rematch because he believes that HBO will offer him more money. But what doesn't make sense is, before you make that decision to say, I'm not going to fight him because I assume there won't be enough money on the table, why don't you have your people go to HBO and ask them, how much money will it take to make a fight between me and Inoue so that I can unify the belts? This is really interesting because this is the first time we are seeing reluctance with Roman Gonzalez. He moves up to a weight class where there are undefeated, very dangerous opponents in that division. And now Roman Gonzalez is saying, I don't really know if I want to fight that guy right now. You know, it's not enough money, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, just think about this for a second. When is the last time you've heard Roman Gonzalez have an opportunity to unify a belt, face an undefeated fighter, and say, if you want me to fight that guy in particular, I need more money? Matter of fact, I can't recall the last time he ever said something like that. Now, I know there had been a lot of talk that Roman Gonzalez, he also didn't want a rematch with Francisco Estrada as well, because that was a very close fight. A lot of people believe that Estrada won that fight. Me personally, I believe Gonzalez won the fight. It was a very, very close fight, but I believe Gonzalez won. But yeah, it's not too often that you hear a great champion like Roman Gonzalez say, I need more money to fight that guy. And he's not even really putting a price tag on the fight. He's not really even demanding how much money he wants. He's just clearly saying he doesn't think they'll give him the money he wants. So he thinks HBO will give him more money for a rematch with Carlos Cudras. That sounds like some serious reluctance on the part of Roman Gonzalez, if you ask me. This guy, Inoue, I know a lot of boxers and trainers have been saying that's the fight that they want to see. This is the fight that I want to see. Max Kellerman from HBO, he made it very clear that he wanted to see the fight. So I guess Roman Gonzalez, he sees something in Inoue. You guys have to understand, and you guys have to realize once again, even though Roman Gonzalez only moved up 3 pounds, he didn't move up, 6 pounds, 8 pounds like the higher weight classes have to usually do. But still, with him moving up in weight, his power advantage, it starts to gradually decrease, if you understand what I'm saying. You don't have the same type of power advantage that you would have over smaller fighters. So I think Roman Gonzalez is feeling that. It's like he's becoming more mortal as he moves up in the weight classes. When he fought against Cudras, he caught Cudras with some good shots, Cedras didn't go anywhere. He never even hurt Cedras. And I think now that Roman has moved up in weight, he's going to have to start relying a little bit more on technique and defense as opposed to just power and size. I mean, the fact that he moved up 3 pounds, I could easily see Roman Gonzalez moving up to 118 as well. I know he can make the weight because Roman Gonzalez, he walks around almost at the same weight that Guillermo Rigo walks around at. So it'll be really interesting. It'll be really interesting to see if Roman Gonzalez takes the challenge and he faces Inoue. I mean, you know, when you're considered pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world, Roman Gonzalez should be jumping at the opportunity to unify the belts and take another, you know, fighter's undefeated record. That would be the natural consensus, right? I mean, when Gonzalez fought Brian Valoria, when he fought Arroyo, when he fought Carlos Cedras, he didn't say I needed more money to fight that guy. But he is asking for more money to fight the monster, because that's his nickname, the monster Inoue. I guess he is a monster. This man came to Roman Gonzalez's fight to show that he wants to fight no matter what it takes. He wants this fight. And Roman Gonzalez does not feel the same way. I think HBO should push for this fight. Max Kellerman, he already started it, and that's why, you know, it doesn't make sense that Roman would automatically assume that HBO would offer more money for a Cedras rematch when you even have Max Kellerman himself saying, this is the fight that we want to see. Max Kellerman represents HBO. So I think HBO should really push for this Roman Gonzalez versus Inoue fight. It will be a great matchup. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.